Hello, welcome to the PhoneWord Workshops event on Wednesday, February the 17th, 2016. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and today is an open session. My name is Jay Carpenter, and we're just going to be talking about a couple of news stories that have come out in the last day or two that impact multiple things, blockchain, as well as encryption, as well as naming, addressing, and numbering. So thank you for tuning in. And today is going to be a fairly short session, but let's jump right into it. So this is an item that came out basically published today, and it's talking about how IBM is going big on the blockchain and unveiling an ambitious service suite and strategy. So this is from CoinDesk. And you can take a look at this. But the other interesting thing is that Microsoft has also made a big initiative into blockchain technology. And right here it says, with the news, IBM becomes the second major tech giant to launch blockchain as a service offering, along with Microsoft, which has added a flurry of blockchain technology providers to its development sandbox since unveiling in October. The interesting thing is that this IBM's offering, I'm not sure about Microsoft's, but it is a proprietary offering. And I think there's going to be significant amount of resistance from developers to hop on board the IBM offering, although maybe it's targeted at a different market. But certainly what we've observed with multi-chain, or at least what I've observed with multi-chain, which is another platform for blockchain experimentation, is that developers are resistant to start to spend their time and their energy, even if it's free for the service. They are reluctant to build upon or use anything that isn't completely open source. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But definitely two strong endorsements on blockchain technology, one from IBM and the other from Microsoft. And there's a whole flurry of activity going on around the world regarding blockchain technology by financial institutions as well as governments. I recommend you take a look at some of the news items that are coming out on blockchain, and I think it's some very interesting developments. The other development that was announced today is that Apple is resisting efforts by, well, actually a court order from a California judge to provide a backdoor to their encryption for the government to be able to unlock iPhones. This is a big deal. And what I think is happening is that there is a fundamental showdown that's coming between the development community and companies like Apple, Google, and so forth, with governmental institutions that are interested in having a backdoor or weakening encryption. And this is a very, very profound let's say, tug of war that's going on. I don't know how it will shake out, but this is a milestone development where Apple's actually been ordered by a court to provide a backdoor, and they are opposing that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. There are countries around the world that are looking at the United States to get cues for how they should handle their policy around encryption and having access to encrypted information. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Those are the two events and items that I wanted to highlight. And I'm going to stop sharing right now, go back to the Hangout, and okay. So that's about it for today. The PhoneWord Workshops events are on the second and third Wednesdays of the month. And in March, we will have a PhoneWord workshops event on Wednesday, March the 9th, and that will be at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And then Wednesday, March the 16th, there will be another one at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I invite you to tune in for that. So in addition to the PhoneWord Workshops events, there are some other events that I would bring your attention to that are of interest in the realm of distributed ledger technology, trust, security, encryption, identity management, naming, addressing, and numbering, all of which are very hot topics today. So the PhoneWord Forum is something that will happen on Wednesday, February the 24th, 2016 at 4 p.m. Eastern. You can go to phoneword.com to see that. And that's going to focus on business issues, policy issues, and industry initiatives that are taking place around developing this whole area. The other thing that's coming up also on February 24th is a Desert Blockchain monthly event, and that will be from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Arizona time at Gangplank Chandler, and that will be live streamed as well. It will be a small group of developers that will be exploring blockchain technology as well as peer-to-peer encryption of content, and we expect to be using small board computers for that session. So I invite you to tune into that. Just go to desertblockchain.com and you can follow along and check out the YouTube channel there. The other thing is that there will be a day-long event with Desert Blockchain on April the 30th, 2016 from 9 a.m. Arizona time to 6 p.m. And there we will have a gathering of developers that will be having morning sessions as well talk sessions and instructional sessions. And then in the afternoon, we'll be using probably small board computers to network and exchange information using peer-to-peer encrypted technology as well as blockchain technology. So I invite you to stay tuned for that. So thank you for your attention. Thanks for tuning in to PhoneWord Workshops events, and I look forward to talking with you in the future. Goodbye.